myself trapped inside the devil's den. Myself trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So numb you can feel. Don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me to run around. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music in the animal. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. And everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Of who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna get but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music in the animal. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Myself trapped inside the devil's den. Myself trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So numb you can feel. Don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me to run around. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music in the animal. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, and who I dream to be. Yeah, hiding in the dark. Feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna care but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let her see it animal. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know, got black mold behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leave me in a runaround. Wanna give but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let him see the animal. Down, drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna care but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let him see the animal. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head, trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black mold behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me in a runaround. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music heal the animal. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. And everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Of who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna care but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music heal the animal. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black mold behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me in a runaround. Wanna care but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music heal the animal. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my dark. Feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. Settle down, you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna get but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music hit the animal. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me to run around. Wanna give but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music hit the animal. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, maybe me to run around. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music hit the hammer. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. And everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Of who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna care but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music hit the hammer. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my hell. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. I'm not fine with you. So trapped inside the devil's den. So trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, maybe me to run around. Wanna care but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music hit the hammer. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my becoming, not who I dreamed to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. Settle down, you can feel, don't know what is real, way deep down. Got me on a run around, wanna care but I don't, do what's right but I won't, wanna be found. Let the music in the animal, down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know, got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real, way deep down. Make me run around, wanna care but I don't, do what's right but I won't, wanna be found. Let the music in the animal, down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, not who I dreamed to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. Settle down, you can feel, don't know what is real, way deep down. Got me on a run around, wanna care but I don't, do what's right but I won't, wanna be found. Let the music in the animal, down, drowning in my head. trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me to run around. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let her music hear the hammer. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. And everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, now who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna care but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let her music hear the hammer. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my hell. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. I'm a final trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me to run around. Wanna care but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let her music hear the hammer. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. Settle down, you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run. Wanna get but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music hit the animal. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know, got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me in a runaround. Wanna give but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music hit the animal. Down, drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. Settle down, you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a runaround. Wanna get but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music hit the animal. Drowning in my head, lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head, trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the dry wall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me in a runaround. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music heal the animal. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. And everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Of who I am becoming, and who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a runaround. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music heal the animal. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the dry wall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me in a runaround. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let the music heal the animal. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. And everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, not who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna get but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music get it. Myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. Trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up beat, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the drywall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, leaving me in a runaround. Wanna give but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music get it. Down, drowning in my head. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Everything I wasn't, and everything I'm not ain't even real. Who I am becoming, not who I dream to be, yeah. Hiding in the dark, feels too good when you don't wanna live like you mean it, or even wanna see it. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, got me on a run around. Wanna get but I don't, do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found, let the music get it. Drowning in my head. Lost myself trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my head. trapped inside the devil's den. Now yourself trapped inside the devil's den. The demons you forgot about, in the blind spot sitting in the bed. Now I'm making up peep, invisible to me, yeah. Corrupted souls don't know. Got black moon behind the dry wall. Couldn't even see, even when you bleed. So now you can feel, don't know what is real. Way deep down, maybe me to run around. Wanna give but I don't. Do what's right but I won't. Wanna be found. Let him see the hammer. Down, drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den. Drowning in my hell. Breathe. Lost myself, trapped inside the devil's den.
Oh, I gotta put my name. Another thing we do. Are you?
I can tell.
Another thing we do is set your update status to like FT NPC, and then put like your character's name there.
FTMPC?
Olin died. I'm guessing he'll. For a while, I had to like hope they would get in the map. What's up? Olin died. I'm guessing he'll. For a while, I had to like hope they would get in the map. What's up? Olin died. I'm guessing he'll. For a while, I had to like hope they would get in the map. What's up? Olin died. I'm guessing he'll.
47 NPCs, and we like almost
hope
doubled
they
it
would get
by
in the
how
map.
many new people that entered. I was like, oh my god.
What's up? Olin died. I'm guessing he'll.
47 NPCs, and we like almost
hope
doubled
they
it
would get
by
in the
how
map.
many new people that entered. I was like, oh my god.
What's up? Olin died. I'm guessing he'll.
Italian.
Up to you. Okay, Italian. Italiano. Let's see. That's what everybody goes for.
Really? Damn. I just took a random shot in the
Let's
dark,
see.
so.
That is word that is spread throughout the staff and squad that Ladia is Ladia Heidemann.
That sounds amazing. You should do that.
What do you want to do to start things?
Will you punch
Alright,
him
we
in
got-
the dick?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Angelo? How about Angelo?
Angelo? Yeah, that'd be fine.
There you go. There you go. You are Angelo for the day. And
Yeah.
later on, go
Um,
through the FT server and look up the NPC. There's like different kinds of different channels for stuff. I can't remember where they're all exactly at. But there's one that you can submit. Yep, and you can. There's one where you can submit 3 character names, 3 characters that you want to play. You keep them within like a certain reason, with a certain motivation, and the DMs will go through that and see if they're accepted. So if you want Angelo
Okay.
to be a guard, like your character, right? You can have like one that's your main, that they like will try their hardest not to get killed, right? They'll be like, this character is the character that he likes to roleplay mainly, right? As an NPC, so they won't, they'll ask you if you want to go on missions and stuff, if you're okay with them dying, etc. Obviously, if you fucking get stabbed in an alley, you're fucked, right? Like, we're all fucking susceptible to dying. But, yeah, so you can have 3 NPCs. So I usually pick however you want. Yeah. Or you can get attached to them, just remember. Yeah. Also, you're not walking. Now what? That's kind of, yeah, don't do that. I only leave at night because it's like too... That's my cutoff for RP. Sometimes, I did in the beginning stay quite late, but I was just the only guard. We'd be like the only 2 guys walking around with our fucking lights. Is anything out here? Yeah. Fucking pointing them.
Do you get stabbed often as a guard?
Oh, fucking, he got... I've been lucky. Like, Stefano has not been touched by anybody. And I go places by myself all the time. You got pretty fucked up once, didn't you? Jump scare! Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know about that. Holy shit. Oh, that's the fucking mace bitch. She fucked us both up. She hit all of the major fucking, like, guards. She fucking said, bop, and gave, like, all crits. Knocked us all unconscious. Yep. Well, we thought she was random ass NPC, but she was like heavily armored mace NPC. Yeah, she had main character syndrome. I tried everything, dude. Yeah, smart. Yep. That's the first thing I always go for is the crossbow. Yep. And then fucking I'm fighting her, and like I was hiding behind trees and all kinds of shit. I was like, please! I was like yelling for someone to help. Please help me! And no one was fucking coming. And she just came around the corner and said, bink! It's on the ground, dude.
Damn.
God damn. Yo, jaded here. In my room.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so when they come down, they're gonna tell us to go back up the keep or something. And we'll go up there, and if you want, we can go invisible and follow them. Just takes, or we can jump in another avatar or something. It's up to you. You're gonna sit here? Yeah? How so? That's kind of how I've been lately. Yeah. It's kind of how I've been. He's a lieutenant. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Yeah, you do what you gotta do. Yeah, I've already threatened his life twice. I even had him make crossbow. So, right now we're at like this mutual like, hey, he outranks me, so I'll do my job. But if I see him doing some fucking wild shit, like he's dead. You know, that's literally the level it's at right now. Like if I were to see what they got in this module, yeah, I would be in the fucking back, just wouldn't even fucking hesitate. It'd be like right to the, hey DM, I'm going for that fucker's eyeball. Yeah, for DM, give me a roll. I'm aiming for that guy. So if you want, we could go invisible. Or we could and follow him and see it, right? And you can just but you're gonna have to remain muted, or we can jump in some kind of civilian avatar.
NPCs, your cards are up. NPCs, your cards are now up.
We'll go up there when they come back and we'll talk about it. That way you don't have to, be subjected to any, like, whatever. Welcome back, Roland. Where have you been, huh? Doing work, huh? Been a hell of a month, huh? I haven't seen him forever.
The one on the very far left, that's Sergeant Stefan. He's a good man.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get relieved for the day, at least for a little bit.
Some of the guards are a bit volatile towards us. But don't mess with them, they won't mess with us, big deal. Stay in our lane.
Angelo, you liking Nautis so far, huh?
Think of us as unwelcome guests.
Hot.
Been hot? Yeah. You'll get used to it, huh?
We're here to do our job. They're here to do
No, I'm not used to it.
We stay in our lane, they stay in theirs. Don't cause any trouble, and no trouble will come to us. There's plenty of them around here. You're gonna be used to it. Remember,
Oh, that sounds like a great time.
Yeah, you'll be alright. You get used to it, huh?
Oi, Selma. Morning, mate. Got some new guys. They just are private depot. Keep my eye on them.
Maybe a little later we'll go on a patrol and I'll show you around the town, huh?
That would be lovely.
Get your feet wet a little bit.
Yeah. I prefer to be at nighttime if it's to be cooler. Oh,
Yeah. You know they freed the fucking mines the other day, huh? We've also got that, so they... Lord Kelva has sent some people there. Yeah, they've been slowly cleaning up. They ain't fixed nothing, though. Actually, that one Sif, the big Bjorning, she cut down all those trees and shit back there. But unfortunately, that just means we see the holes now. I think it was better when we couldn't see the holes. True. I think we've all lost somebody through those holes. We never... I think we did catch that one. No, we never did catch that one. He's still fucking running around. But he never came back, so...
do they ever fix it? And it seems
I
really
don't know.
important to
That's
fix
up to
the
them.
holes.
No, you'd think, huh? Right now,
Maybe
it's
a
not priority.
Ah, it's not priority. Ah,
Sound
yes,
of
no.
plate and mail clanking. You see the soldiers of the Capitano slowly moving down towards the farm and mosques.
Better to stay away from those ones, huh?
Yeah, it looked like the mean business.
What's that?
It looked like the mean business.
Go back them up, huh?
I see.
Yeah. I think that's our relief, huh?
Yeah, I
I'll
guess
take
it
him up
is.
to the. I'll take him up to the barracks and show him the rooms, huh? Good having you back. Alright, come on,
Stay
Angelo.
safe now.
Stay out of the way.
Every now and then, yes. There'll be times where we're a bit more lenient on what we can do. Besides, some of the Imperial surgeons...
I'm not sure much fraternizing's gonna be.
Want to spread out a little
allowed.
bit.
Some of the
We're
Imperial
leaving a
surgeons
large
work
gap right
at the
here.
pits, so I like to use the excuse that I'm making sure nothing happens while they're there. No, I think... Getting him and that other big woman on the
I make one of those. Not the one. Actually, no, I'll take this one. I want the one to shoot around corner.
All right, Pepe.
That
Let's
one.
see. Oh,
This crooked one.
good morning. Right here.
I will have best crossbow. Yeah.
There we
Very
go.
good.
This would be
All right, here, this is the
Does it
place
come in,
where you get bows and arrows and
I would
crossbows
mind to look
and bows.
really fancy. I like put it in.
Yeah, I won't need that. I got a base.
Also, a kitchen.
For now.
I am. Sorry, that headache. I can get you a free band-aid in Elvis. You say in Elvis. Both good morning.
Anyone? Side? I'm looking for the blacksmith. The draw boy. Well, I'm about to.
Miss Laudia's situation is a bit...
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum.
Over here to the
I'm
left
assuming
is
she
the
will
market.
be
You'll find
more of an
sorts
important
of,
job than expected.
Here you'll find all sorts of
found a floating object.
That's the first I'm hearing of that. I don't get out to the farms much, if I'm honest. So that is quite the development.
Let's see.
Some part of it got trashed.
We do need that wax because I do believe. What do we have? I need to make a book for thing. Fuck, that means we still need to buy. What was it? 4 glue? 3 glue?
I do hate nature. Just the colorful sight of it makes me inspired and yet sickened. It's very complicated. Never been the same since Ben died.
Protection.
Nice.
With all this being under our protection, we have to go out of our way to ensure that we know every single person that's coming and going in this province. And then when there are people who slip through the cracks, you see, they slip through the cracks and they cause trouble within our hometown, within our town. Dots. Our fucking town. We have to deal with it. So, I'm going to ask you some very simple questions. And you're going to give me some very simple answers. Understood?
Yes.
Good. Very good. Does the name Daniel mean anything to you?
Yes, it does. It actually does, sir. We were,
What does it mean?
There's quite a large reward for him that's being offered. It was, I don't remember, it was a large amount of silver. And when I found out about it, I was sure to get straight to the tavern and write the names, all the names I can remember right away. It was the very first one I remember was a Daniel Leb. The paper's somewhere. Actually, I think I don't remember where the sheet is right now, but I wrote them down. And the person just hasn't come across me. That's a lot of silver that's come at stake.
Well, you see, here's a problem already. A big discrepancy in what you've told me. You see, there's a woman that you might be acquainted with. A woman that has approached you recently. Named Mira. Do you know her?
There was someone that approached me in town. I was having trouble with the merchant, and she just seemed very nice. She gave me a ride, but that's it. I stepped off her wagon, and that was the end.
Help jog his memory.
What do you mean?
remember that, or do I need to do it again? Huh? Actually, go for it again, sir.
What else is there? What she had blonde? She's a slight, thin woman. She had, I think, tan hair. She didn't look very dangerous. She was just. What are you looking for, sir? Tell like what do you want to hear?
Mr. Dwight. What was she interested in?
She just seemed interested in helping me, and I think she was looking. She might have been looking for someone. Family, maybe. I don't know.
Looking
So much
for
has happened
someone.
since then.
Oh, I'm sure everything's happening in this poor farmer's life. He can't remember anything. Help him remember.
What? No.
Your kid strikes to the head, Dwight, from the pommel of the sword, bruising and breaking. Blood pours from your nose. You feel your jaw dislocate. A splitting migraine begins to rip through your head. You fall slumped against the table, a reaping pile.
It shouldn't be hard for you to remember, Dwight. No. You just farm all day, don't you?
I farm and I help people. I don't pay attention to things like whatever you're looking for. I just help feed people.
And put him right here facing me. We're going to get our answers. You had your chance, Dwight. I tried to be straightforward with you. Give you chances. Every time you give me an answer I don't like, I'm gonna have my men beat the life out of you. Every single time. So here's the first question. Where is the farmer Harry? Where is he?
I haven't seen him. He usually doesn't come home. When I wake up and...
fucking answer!
Yeah.
Where's the
Another
farmer?
strike
Where's
to
Harry?
the already weakened face.
He's not here,
Dwight.
sir.
Then where is he?
A cut breaks on your cheekbone. Blood begins to pour down the side of your face, mingling into your beard.
I don't know.
These men aren't buying what you're selling.
Wrong fucking answer.
A knee in the face from the plated skirt of one of the guards.
I want him to spit a tooth out. Keep at it till he spits his fucking teeth out.
The guards have actually beating and
Sir.
pummeling, landing blow after
Maybe
blow
to
after
the
blow,
foot will motivate him.
breaking your nose, breaking your face out of proportion.
He's not here.
Loose from your mouth.
He's not here.
You feel blood. You taste it in your mouth. These men are closing around you, Dwight. As you fall to the ground, your hands still tied behind your back.
Sit him up.
You're
No
hopeless.
rest for you.
Can I tell you you can lay down and wait?
No, please. No.
Forced to sit up. You can hardly
Tell me.
keep your head from falling forward.
Tell me, Dwight. You know who this Harry apparently is. Were you told? Are you pretending you don't know?
I know who he is. He lives with me. He's lived with me for the past several years.
No.
What?
You see, this nice woman, Mira, went out of her way to tell us that she partially recognizes this Harry. They think that he either is an Irelandy traitor or knows where one is. Now, Mr. Dwight, for you to be spending so much time with this man, of course you must know something. You're a simple farmer, all you do is sit and talk, you live with the man, so apparently you must know something!
He doesn't come home. I haven't seen him come home for the last few nights. I wake up, he's not here. He sleeps in that bed when he's here, but he's not home. He hasn't been home.
Then where does he go?
That's why I don't know
Where does he
he
go?
is.
Where the fuck does he go?
I don't follow him. I don't follow him. I keep to myself.
That's the wrong answer.
What?
The beatings continue until you give them an answer they'll like. Blow after blow from the chainmail mittens from the gentleman to your left. Your eye balloons and swells up. You can hardly see out of your right eye, and the blood is spilling from your mouth.
Sit the fuck
Feel
up.
the darkness begin to encroach, Dwight. You can't take much more of this.
I lived in this town for 12 years. He'll feed the lot of you and your children. This is what the fuck you do.
Left foot. Shoot.
That bolt in your leg probably isn't going anywhere. Anytime soon. Give me the fucking answers I want. Or you're fucking dying here. Huh? Nobody's coming to save you, Dwight. You're on your own, motherfucker.
Walks through your body, Dwight, as he pushes on the bolt, and it drives into bone and muscle.
Evil fuckers.
Would you like a turn, sir?
No.
Untie me, you evil fuckers. If you're gonna tear me down, do it with your own hands.
Gladly, Mr. Dwight.
Blow after blow, Dwight. You're feeling the back of your head bouncing off of the table, only into another hook of the man's fists, until your head begins to crumple in on itself, a bloody mess. Pause.
Pause.
Dwight, you have endured this man's interrogation, and as the blows land time after time again, eventually they stop having an impact. Slowly, the pain begins to fade. You can hardly tell where you are anymore. You're falling into a long darkness. The images and the sounds and the sensations of the world that you are in begin to fade away. You are enveloped in a blanket of unconsciousness. You think about what brought you to this point. You were honest to a fault. Sure, prone to hasty judgment and bad habits. You were always intent on doing as you said, and doing your best for the people that helped you. You persisted, despite living a miserable and hard life, resulted in years of alcoholism and self-destruct. Tendencies that Harry had been responsible for ending shortly after he came to the farm, as it was failing under your care. A ring on your left hand, a representation of the longing for love and days lost that will never return, slowly fall from your broken fingers. And as the guard's hand lands again into a heap of flesh, what was you is gone. A Unpause.
Good fucking riddance.
This is what
Trash
I
going.
want. Shit is us up. Right there, how we had him. Prop him up. When this fucking Harry comes back, he'll know the noose is closing in. And I want you to grab him up later and find out who the fuck he really is, or if he knows about this Aralandi that this mirror told us about. You understand? Fucking trash. Let's move on to the next one, huh? There's a few people who forget that we're coming calling.
That does remind
Let's
me.
go.
If you are a part of Finally Free, drop down to Gigabits module.
The Bath House. I have some questions for Miss Basil. Some very final questions.
Oh, this one's been a long time coming.
Indeed it has.
Got a mouth on her.
Stefano, you're needed in the keep.
Vineyard straight across that way. So
that seems like a large problem.
We're gonna stand at Lieutenant's right, huh?
Go. Multiple boot falls as a group of men come in, led by a familiar face. One you know well, Basil.
Hello?
Good day, no.
Good day, Guardsman.
Get that fucking merc out.
Wait, what?
Grab him!
Hurry the fuck up! Throw his ass out! Go! What the fuck is this?
Get out!
What's the meaning of this?
Shut the fuck up, surgeon.
Click!
What is going on?
You're not talking, sir.
Do you wish me to leave?
I'm telling you to go fucking stand over there. I suspect that probably you know why I'm here. In fact, I'm certain you know why I'm here.
You see, because something happened here under your care.
Shut your fucking mouth. Something happened here under your care, Miss Basil. An investigation perhaps you're familiar with. A couple men came and questioned you and... You see, there was a
DMs, be advised, I sent Haven to Cassetto on a fetch quest.
And thankfully, some other people have decided to come forward. Isn't that wonderful?
To Cassetto.
Now, we know about the murder that took place upstairs, and we know that you had a hand in it. You too.
I have no
Drop
hand
down.
in this.
All evidence points to you, Basil. All evidence points to you.
I didn't do anything.
Don't you move, Surgeon. If he moves, first you break his arms, and then his legs, and then throw him in the water face down so he may drown slowly.
May I remind you, he's in the employ of the Imperium.
Shut your fucking mouth. Because I will have your throat slit if you open it again.
Try something.
Test me. This isn't the fucking Imperium.
Lily,
You have no fucking authority here!
you're gonna let this happen?
Matter of fact,
Your adopted mother.
give her a good suck to the face. Remind her she has no fucking
No,
authority.
don't hit her.
Don't.
Shut your fucking mouth,
Who are you
whore.
talking to, huh?
Now that we have that settled,
Stay down. For your
Sergeant!
own good.
get her for her admission. We have the proof.
Pause.
Get her to admit it. Pause.
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 Lily, I look to your right. You see a loose sword, unscabbarded, sitting on this guard's hip. With Basil about to be hauled away to execution, and the noble woman being struck down, these guards have no limits anymore. They will put her down. You have one chance to bring an end to this. Unpause.
Unpause.
Perhaps you don't understand.
Wait, it was me. Wasn't her. Leave her alone.
It was you.
No.
Really now. So finally the truth comes out.
Oh, so you got the slave to do your work, huh?
Good, let the whore go. Grab the slave. That makes things easier.
And shut the hell up.
What are you doing?
Do you understand?
Lily? No.
Oh, we're pulling fucking weapons, are we?
Lily, no, this is a bad idea. Lily, don't. No.
Move the hell out of the way!
What the? Make her watch this.
The sergeant steps forward,
You! Go a step!
clearly ready
I dare
to
you!
take on the slave, raising the sword in her master's defense.
Drag this bitch out of the way. I've had enough of this thing.
She's an amateur. Pick up the sword, do you? Fucking stop. You got to stop. Just Stand right fucking there, Sergeant! Don't make me fucking end you! Oh no, we can't have that! No, we can't have that!
She stops moving together.
Draw a sword on a guardsman.
I've been waiting to do that for a while now.
A swing comes in. A defiant strike from the slave against you, guardsman. Pause. Okay.
Unpause.
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 No, that was a mistake.
The sword is driven through the chest of the slave, and the guardsman grabs her hair, pulling her further onto it.
Bring it both here now!
There's one behind you too, sir. I'll get her.
Unconscious,
Bring him over here!
dying woman.
Put that fucking down
brought
now.
Over
Put it down now.
as well as the imperial woman.
Hey, you wanna try something too, huh?
Watch.
This.
Wake up, you bitch! I want you to
From
memorize
unconsciousness.
this. Memorize this.
This is what happens when you try to speak against our power.
Memorize it!
And into the water
Fucking forget this!
he goes.
Never forget! There's no fucking rule here! You don't tell any of us what to do and you will answer my questions! A little bit of air before you die. Take a good look at her face, Basil. This is the last time.
Pause. Lily, your throat cut, your body impaled, thrown into the waters. You have your last gasp of air before beneath the waters. You exhale your last. You have lived a life of servitude, a life of slavery. Untold numbers of cruelties have been perpetrated against you, and you've endured them all. From having your ears ground down, being humiliated by the guards here in Naudis, and in your last moments, you look around what little life you have left. You see your adopted mother reaching out for you, suffering many of the same injustices that have been perpetrated against you. You are both victims of a horrific system. And as your blood flows into the waters of the bathhouse, you leave this world behind. All of the pain, all of the hurt, the horror has happened to you. And the pain seeps, then it's gone. And you're flying. You're flying far, far away from this horrid place. In darkness, you see a light at the end of the tunnel. And as you get closer to it, everything begins to fade. Then you reach that light. You're gone. Unpause.
Unpause. There's another one behind me. Someone get him.
Another one move. Megan, stay there. Private, get that one. Now let me make something very fucking clear.
No. Stay.
Anyone who draws a weapon on a soldier of the Redards will meet the same fate. She was just going to be questioned. Said she wanted to pull one of my men's swords. So, basically, as a kindness to the Bathhouse girls, I will consider this case closed, as the perpetrator identified themselves and have been executed. You remember this as well, Surgeon? It could easily as well have been your whore.
Injuries, whether intentionally or not, you have been holding your breath. This entire
And
time.
you have no protection outside
Once
of your
more.
shitty little clinic.
And if you
your
make no
invaders
noise,
have no worth here.
they won't find you.
Remember that the next time you think you step to one of my men.
Your face is wet.
As for the rest of you,
Body feels heavy.
you are now exonerated!
Congratulations.
The only question who did it is dead. You're welcome. Clear out, we're done here.
Arterial blood seeps into the bag, spreading out from Lily's
Share
body.
something with you before I go.
Your knuckles hang over the toilet to shake.
I have never
One of the other
felt more
bathhouse
alive
workers wades into the
in my
waters.
entire life.
A horrified look on her face.
I only wish it
This
was you.
was, in many ways, a sister to her. Somebody
Let's go.
she could confide in that shared all of her pains, all of her fears, all of her insecurities. Someone that had stood by her.
We're not done yet by a long shot.
Holds her in her arms.
You ruined my sword.
We've still got plenty of work to do. Let's get to it.
Doctor, help us.
I got to punch a noble today.
Basil, after the beating you received and the horror that was inflicted on you,
They are gone.
Kidding me? Okay.
blood continues to pour into
My
your
shit just
throat,
black screened at the wrong time. Give me a moment.
and you feel yourself choking on it.
You'll find out.
There's no excuse for the likes of you.
Footsteps begin to approach. Welts of footsteps.
Could not be any better if we tried. Hobbit! Find the assistant blacksmith, bring them here, and do it fast.
Last I saw they went inside. I'm not sure if he's still in
Hurry
there.
the fuck up.
Okay.
weapons out and at the ready.
Yes,
Looks like they got a new door.
We saw that yesterday.
Oppressor de Custode. Tell them that we need keys for doors like that. Snooping our way.
Perhaps.
Of course they are.
Just up the stairs to get my stuff. It's right there.
Your stuff, your shop is right here. What do you need up there?
I work with the dwarves. Part of my stuff's in here, and part of it is in the collection off to the side. Is that alright?
Well, you should have your stuff available to you here, should you not?
The stuff I need, cement, is up there. Is that alright?
Aren't you supposed to be using wood? Why do you need cement for?
I'm working with stone and wood to make supports. I could show you.
Sure, go ahead.
Early,
Mind if
please
I
drop down to
grab a
give it
barrel?
its module. Thank you.
Well, you said to show me and you pointed over there, so you're going over there, aren't you?
It's whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?
I want you to take your ass over to there and stay the fuck there.
Ah, okay.
They're trying to do some grand plan breakout, sir. We got them cornered.
If they do, the place still has windows. We'll throw torches in, flush them out. What about the If anything stupid is done and the assistant blacksmith doesn't show up, then we'll find people that are close to the assistant blacksmith.
I think you are right. I think you're exactly right.
Hopefully you do not test me.
I think I see movement in the windows.
Fuck are they?
I don't know.
Let me make something very clear. If that apprentice does not show his face, someone is going to die. So, I'm going to pretend you're telling the truth. So why don't you go back inside, and if you happen to suddenly find him again, you relay that message. And if you come out here without him, I'll have to go find someone to keep good on my promise.
Oh, okay. Freak!
There he is.
Good. Come.
The rest of you can fuck off, you're not needed. If you stick around, I'll have my men put some bolts in you. Fuck off.
Right off. Both of you.
Shoo shoo. You as well, Mr. Zabrik. Go on. Sit down, relax.
Okay.
You can ask them. I have no idea. It looks like they've closed the place down.
Come back later.
Sure. Got all dirty again.
Knowing this town, people are going to start snooping any second.
And the moment that they do, you start telling them to fuck off. And if they don't fuck off, you shoot them with a crossbow bolt.
Right.
Take charge of the perimeter.
Understood.
There's no need to be. You tell the truth to all my questions, and everything will be fine, huh?
Right. Okay.
Very good. Now we just wait for your companion to show back up, and I can ask you in earnest.
Blend in with the peasantry from this distance, and you're able to see through the passing of various commoners and merchants the goings-on at the forge. Impossible to hear anything at this distance, of course, except for the loudest of shouts. Still able to keep an eye on things.
I've seen a bit, son. Okay.
Tell the truth.
Welcome back.
Apologies. How can I be of assistance?
Disarm him of his sword, put it over on the table. Have a seat, Mr. Sharik. Right there. Now, thankfully, I was able to find you. You see, there's this investigation, a few actually, that are going on. Several things of importance. Between Erlandi deserters, murderous whores, and of course, the strange going-ons at this blacksmithery and reports of your faces being seen in Balerno the same night of the death of Corporal Barrera. But lo and behold, luck has struck. And some different people have come forward and given us descriptions of people and armor and voices. Now, of course, this is just a routine investigation. I'm going to ask some questions, and you're going to answer them. Very simple. And if you answer wrong, whatever happens, happens. Okay?
Sure.
Very good. So, Balerno. There are people from Balerno who have forwarded to the guards concerns that men in specific armors have been seen there the night of the death of the Corporal Barrera. Some of these descriptors, as vague as they are, well, you see, there's a bunch of strange peasants that seem to have arms and armaments. And I've looked all over this town, everywhere. They all seem to come to this location. Even the Imperials have noticed. You see, we've had to compare notes because of our investigation. And thankfully they have a list of names of people that have been seen here. And those names match up with some of the strange comings and goings that we of the Red Guard have seen coming from this establishment. in the dead of night as well, when we have men patrolling the streets and there's a gaggle fuck of people just sitting outside here. So, but I don't know. I need to know who was there and what the purpose of them being there was.
I wasn't there, I don't know. As I said in the first report.
Wouldn't it be like that, is it?
The descriptions that were given don't match anyone other than the people we have seen coming and going from this building in armor. There's no one else. No mercenaries that we've been able to find. We've gone through the Mercenaries Guild just to be sure it wasn't a contract. Everything keeps pointing back here to this place of business. Now surely a blacksmith knows about his surroundings and of course the people that come and go. Have you seen anyone matching the descriptions of people in full black? People in leather armor, steel armors, with griffins on them, perhaps?
Of course, I have a set myself.
And what about an armor that was pinkish and white, full steel?
I believe I've seen that around, yeah.
And where have you seen it, Mr. Sharik?
The blacksmith, as you said. We're a blacksmithy, we work on swords. We see this sort of thing all the time.
Then, of course, your ledgers, you would have down who you ever worked for or worked with. Who is the owner of that armor?
I'm not sure, I don't work on armor myself. I'm a swordwork person. I haven't seen him without it off.
I'm pretty sure that the armor worker works right there at that station. Correct?
You'd have to talk to him then, yes.
Well, unfortunately, he's an emissary, so I can't do to him what I'm going to do to you. So.
It's a shame.
You're telling me you have no idea who it may be within this arm or armament?
Oh, hey, you got new delivery, yeah?
The only person I've seen with that armor walking around, I haven't seen without their helmet on, unfortunately.
Yeah, try not to look into their eyes.
Get that one on his feet. You see, I've been told that I have to come up with results. And that without results, things are going to have to crack down even more on the town. And that's a lot of work for me, my men, and we are getting very tired of dealing with all these external threats. And of course, people here don't seem to know their place. But one thing I do know is that this little fucking hobbit has been in and out of this house when I see people stream in and out of it. I've seen this little hobbit sitting out here when people streaming in and out the back streets. This fucking hobbit is always here. So maybe you don't know something, but maybe he does. Sergeant, help loosen the boy's tongue. I'm gonna ask you questions, Mr. Severick. Now I want you to answer them to the best of your abilities. If you tell the truth, you will be fine. And if you lie, well, you're obstructing justice. The first question. The people that accumulate themselves inside of the forge and the forge master's house, what kind of armors do they have?
I haven't seen them in armor.
Wrong answer.
A strike.
Now you've
to
been
the
seen
nose,
sitting outside.
Severick. It instantly breaks. Blood begins pouring from it down your face.
Because if I recall correctly, the heroic people responded to a need to deal with orcs at the behest of some rangers that waltzed into town. And you know, all these people in armor came straight from this point with a Bjorning and left town. And one of them has an emblazoned griffin right on the chest. Bright as can be. And it's not your armor. See, we know you wear black. No, it's an older man who wears brown. Loud and proud it was. Have you seen that on that man, Mr. Severick?
I don't believe so, no.
Wrong answer. Time and again, we have seen the same fucking people coming in and out of this fucking house, armed to the teeth. Other townsfolk report it. Our guardsmen on patrol lighting the torches see it. You come riding in and out of the clinic with your injured. You think I'm stupid? Very well. This will keep going, Mr. Severick, and it's going to get a lot fucking worse. Because I have seen you sitting on those fucking stairs when these people have come in with armor. Come by, cheese and some.
We're gonna go through there. We'll go around.
Hey, Pepe. Security risk.
Cregan needs a DM.
When your homes were searched, armor matching that of the old leather armor we're talking about was present inside of the house.
Nothing to. Mind's your own business.
Down a figure of a sparrow.
Take two of his fingers.
Came across with a salami.
Very quickly, Severick, the guard takes your hand, and with the razor-sharp scimitar, he severs your fingers.
Anyone who stops nearby, shoot them with a crossbow!
Yes, sir. Or a potential.
Spread them out.
Oh, why? Hi.
Break up this fucking gaggle fuck now.
Sir.
You are far too close to guard business. Disperse.
Just the fuck away. All of you.
Bit by bit, we've picked apart what he's starting to say. He hasn't said shit about you. So let's continue.
Absolutely. I hope it serves you well.
The forge while you assist when you're diving outside of the ports, and you're telling me you've seen nothing, which is a lie. So again, Mr. Severick, can you identify the people in this building matching the armor descriptions given? Can you point them out?
Severick, as the man shouts, you cannot help but stare at the two severed fingers lying at the ground at your feet. You know that these men are serious. If you don't tell them the truth, if you don't give them what they want,
If they're in armor, I can't tell. I don't know who they are. They just might be wearing armor.
Put your sword blade in the forge and wait till it's white hot. Mr. Sharik, this boy's only going to continue to suffer. So, we've clarified that suspicious people have been seen coming in and out of this abode, this very fucking building! And of course, we have heard about the reports of you coming in with the blacksmith on bloodied wagons, in the same fucking armor in this report. The older man, I will specify. That people have been seen leaving this building to deal with issues in the province, heavily armed and armored. It is the only place outside of the Mercenaries Guild. I need to know who these people are. And I need to know now. And I will give you their descriptions. And I need you to tell me who they are. Will you cooperate or not?
I will cooperate as far as I can.
Good. The man in the steel, pink and white, who are they?
As I told you, I don't know their face. Haven't seen them. Only worked on their sword.
People in all black, faces covered, dark armor, could not tell the material.
That one escapes me.
Severick, you know that these men aren't gonna be fed the right answers. Not by him. And as you look to your left, you see the sword being held by the guardsman in the furnace is glowing white hot.
They use the place here as a muster point. As frustrating as it is, it's a thoroughfare. I don't see these people without
Who
their
is they?
weapons and armor. These people you're describing.
So they come here as a muster point. That's allowed. Who is it?
Who has allowed this to happen on your property?
Well, it drives up prices and makes us look good, makes us look busy. Plus, while they're here, sharpen a sword or two.
You're fucking wrong. You understand? There's a lot of coincidence. I make cheese and halal. This cheese and halal. These people are involved in something they should not be. I am not blind. And I don't think you're stupid. First time is to be my ass. I don't get the answers. Move along.
We're just
Move.
here. We're not in business.
Oh.
You three have been loitering around this area far too long.
Come on.
Move along
My
now.
warehouse is right over
House is
there.
right- But then go to your fucking
One.
warehouse. Don't stand here.
2.
Shoot me. Don't shoot.
Don't fucking talk back to
Then
the guard,
move.
bitch.
And with a single strike,
Then move.
the white hot sword goes searing through the flesh. It is not quick. The blade has been dulled by the searing white heat, and as it tears through the flesh and burns and sears it closed, you go into shock as it falls to the ground.
No.
No fucking loitering.
You
Move
obviously can see.
Keep moving. I could move slower if you'd like.
Whatever it is that he knows, he's not going to divulge it to save your life. But if you tell me, he will be thrown in bars and you will be let go. Otherwise, I will take you apart bit by bit.
I told you what I know. It's foreign people coming. They're wearing armor. I can't see who they are.
They're not giving us what we want.
I'm going to give you one last chance, Hobbit. You were seen with some of the injured in that armor. The night the Corporal Barrera was killed at Palermo. The people were rushed here for medical attention. You were seen around these people in armor, talking to them, helping them. And you know something. This is your last chance.
The truth comes
Who
out
are
separate.
these people?
This man knows that you know. He is giving you last attempt at salvation from your wretched fate. All he asks is the truth, the whole honest truth. And as your hand lies on the ground with its two severed fingers and pain pulses through your body, and you feel a deep loss to the limb that has been permanently separated from you. You have a moment to reconsider.
Now's the time to speak, you little liar.
I don't know.
Very well. Then I hope whatever it was worth it, little hobbit. I hope it was worth it.
Keep up, keep them moving!
You want to take care of the forge and protect it? Well, I'll make sure you're here forever. Sergeant, toss him in.
Then go fucking get to your stall.
The boy knows nothing.
He had his chance. And that's it. You think we're going to fuck around?
Tyler, you watch as the lieutenant lifts the hobbit into his arms, and in an instant, almost carelessly, he casts Severick into the inferno of the furnace. You don't turn and see it at first, no. You hear the screams, hear the sizzling of flesh, and you smell burnt hair in your nostrils, and the writhing amid the embers, and the coal, and the logs that fuel this flame. Unpause.
You think we're here playing games? No, not anymore. Not any fucking more. Whatever the fuck you think that you're involved in, whatever the fuck that you think you're hiding.
Yeah, I
We
know
know
she's
that
seen
you
around
know.
here.
I'll put it that way. You're not gonna last, motherfucker. You and yours are gonna wind up just.
This is. Are you trying to punish him or what?
So test fate if you want. I'll be back tomorrow for another payment. You're gonna run out of friends, or you're gonna give me answers one way or the other. This isn't your fucking town. We're done here. On to the next.
Let's get out of there. Let's move.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You better remember whose town this is.
Let's go.
You hear a crackle. The familiar sound of searing flesh. And for but a moment, a part of you tries to drown it out. For a moment, you almost succeed. When some of the coals shift slightly. You realize within a moment,
Here on this wall.
he's
Miss Claudia do her business.
He's still moving. If only slightly. Through the coals, you can see his blackened flesh. Out of character, give him a second, he's lagging.
He's dragged him and thrown him on the floor.
Understood. As soon as he's back, the scene will resume. Those who were near enough by heard the screams. Blood curdling. In greater pain than many of you have ever known. Many of you have ever heard. Few of you may know the sound of a person burning alive. And for those of you who do, it is an unwelcome reminder.
Fucking damn it, dude! If I'm gonna have a.
For everyone else, it is merely a cruel reminder of how cold, how unforgiving this world can be.
You on the floor?
what comes out of the coals looks less like a person.
Get them away from the forge. Get them away from the forge.
More like a pile of
Back
char.
off.
His
You don't
skin
have
is
business
blackened.
here. You can pay your respects later.
Off.
Listen to the Forge Master.
There's no movement in him.
There is nothing to do now. He's dead. Let him clean up the mess and you can pay your respects later. Go.
Make sure you and your
Claudia,
loved ones are safe.
looking at this hobbit, his eyes flicker for just a moment, but there is no struggle in them. Merely a fear. Looking at him, there is no treatment you know of. No bandage, no salve, no potion that can help this. His body barely moves. And as his eyes flick down, they look at you, Kyler, through slitted eyelids. Pause. Severick. It's strange. The pain was immense, unbearable, worse than anything you had ever known in your life. The strangest part was how quickly it faded. As the shock overtook you, your body went numb, so numb you could no longer even scream. Your eyes are full of soot. And while you can make out shapes vaguely, there is no detail to them. Color almost completely washed from the world, and yet you know those silhouettes well. You know you made your choice. You know this is your penance. And yet, a part of you is okay with that. Sure, you could have told the truth. Sure, you could have sold out your friends. But you learned a long time ago, in the underbelly of a ship crammed with so many other people, that when you face down the tyrants of the world, the best thing you can do is be there for those who suffer. You have only ever wanted to spread love, to protect those that you care for, a sentiment shared by those around you, and it emboldened you. You saw the cruelty of the world, and you said, "I refuse." And those near you can even see through the ash. A small smile creeps on your face. This was not how you wanted to go. But you know that you were true to yourself until the end. Though you may be small, no, people say hobbits are fragile. You never were. Take that, world. Your eyes shut. Your hand relaxes, but the smile never leaves your face. And as your breath leaves your body, Severick the Diver journeys on to the next world. You'll make sure the beds are comfy when your friends follow after. Because that's what
just
you
for
do.
a moment. Maple's eulogy,
Make sure
doing a
everyone
eulogy.
is happy.
Understood.
There's nothing else I can do.
Get a blanket or something.
There's nothing I can do, friend.
Hello, Kimchi. I'm not even experiencing what the gods are doing.
I'm gonna
Up, down, NPC 3.
but a few are waiting currently to be on call, and the others are doing their own shit. Only me and Urbers actually respawned in here.
Hi, Zena. I'll sit out here.
Far away from that smell.
What they have done is chosen anything below that cannot.
You need to at least try and go through it.
Are you sure?
For now.
Okay.
Hey, look. Why you're needed
Now look,
at
it's
the
one of the bad
keep.
guards.
Why don't you go there? Yeah, I'm such a bad guard. That's the joke.
Well, I'm going back in. Bye-bye. Get a map.
Yeah, because you got told you need it.